10 years after Gujarat was torn apart by those riots, the scars are still raw, even today. But Narendra Modi is no longer an untouchable for the Muslims. There's a quiet churning within the community which is craving for development in the state, desperate to come out of their ghetto existence. Cricketing icon Irfan Pathan's public support for Modi was no aberration. It's part of the growing sentiment amongst Muslims who want to exercise the ghosts of 2002. Forgive, forget and simply move on.
Sights like this would have been a rarity 5 years ago and an impossibility a decade ago. Muslims campaigning for the BJP is said to be proof that Gujaratis cutting across community lines have bought Modi's vision of a vibrant Gujarat.
इसी के लिए मेरा डेलिबरेट एफर्ट नहीं है, वो भी आ रहे हैं, वो देख के आ रहे हैं जिस तरह से गुजरात जा रहा है, उसको देखकर वो भी इस यात्रा में शामिल होने को लिए चाह रहे हैं.
So it's not going to pay much. Maybe 5 to 7-8% of Muslims might vote for him, but then he is not going to sort of rub off what has happened in 2002. That वो धब्बा तो रहने वाला है, वो नहीं जाएगा.
But there is a school of thought that believes that Modi can no longer be the master of a polarized electorate. He has to rise above that.
There are many seats which BJP can only win if they woo the Muslim voter. So they are going all out to attract the Muslims to build inroads. And they have done it over the past, I mean, it began with Sadbhavna, slightly before Sadbhavna, and they are continuing to work among the minorities.
There are viable Muslims and there are non-viable Muslims. There are persuadable Muslims and there are non-persuadable. There are so many different ways in which you can persuade somebody. How many people actually have enough integrity to say, no, you know, this is a non-negotiable? It's very difficult in our society for people because there is the fear and there is the enticement.
Why people should be surprised about me joining the BJP? I cannot understand. I know my Chief Minister Narendra Modi very closely. He is from my district. He is not that type of man people think. Muslims they think. He is a different type of man.
Take the case of the trading community in Surat, many of them from the minority community. They suffered during the 2002 riots, but now praise the way Surat has changed for the better.
हमारा धंधा चलना चाहिए और धंधा है तो सब कुछ है, लेकिन ये जो धंधा नहीं है, जो एक दूसरे के अंदर जरा भी वो एक अपने धमाल नहीं है, जो धंधा चलना चाहिए वो धंधा चलता है, ये सबसे बड़ी चीज है.
But not everyone is impressed. There is talk of spin doctoring and the building up of a facade. Muslims have to be wooed not for the sake of Gujarat, but to acquire a position of national relevance.
Modi's biggest failing is the fact that he's a prisoner of his own iconic image. Managing Gujarat is one thing, managing India and running India are two separate things. And I think there's a lot that needs to be done by Narendra Bhai Modi to change his own persona to suit the needs of India. Talking about creating a neo-middle class, a new middle class which he will empower, which will have money. It's a sensible strategy because it is the middle class which believes that there is a taint against Modi for what happened in 2002.
The daily life struggle have led people in Gujarat to move on from what happened in 2002. Maybe this is the reason why, rather than talking about Hindutva, Narendra Modi is emphasizing on developmental issues. But still it will be a struggle for the party and him to wash away the stains of what happened in 2002. Sahil Joshi in Surat for Headlines Today.